I travel a lot because I'm better than you. And I was in Oklahoma recently. Have you been to Oklahoma, ma'am? No, save your bus fare, okay? Because it's nothing like the musical in Oklahoma, all right? I did not have fun there. There was a lot of booing going on during my presentation, and I'm sorry, but a crowd has to be really, really stupid for me to boo them. Anyway, I'm driving through the flat part of the state, and to get to a better state. Anyway, I'm driving, and I'll admit I'm not the best driver. I'm probably the only person who ever lost control driving through a mirage. Yeah. I didn't even see it. Anyway, I'm driving, and I hit a rabbit, and I felt horrible about it. I had to look. It turns out it wasn't a rabbit. It was a cabriolet. It's a Volkswagen Rabbit with a different top. Maybe I didn't mean for that to be funny. Maybe that's not a joke at all. Maybe that's a setup for another joke later on, and when we get there, it'll be hilarious and make up for this awkwardness that you've created here. I got hired to work in North Carolina, which is a beautiful place. If you don't live in North Carolina, it's kind of inconvenient, though, because they keep it pretty far away from where I live. And it was a lunchtime event, so I had to wake up extra early, and then I had a long drive to go to get there on time. It's a 6-7 hour drive, and so I got up early, had extra coffee, which is a great idea unless you happen to have a bladder, which I do, and it's tremendous. I'm driving down there, and my clock is telling me just go, just keep going, but my bladder is telling me to stop. So there was a rest stop, and I pulled over, and I stopped, but I didn't rest, right? I ran to the men's room, closed for repairs, okay? But the women's room was open. Now, I didn't bring my birth certificate with me on this particular trip to North Carolina. But there was no one around, and so I went into the ladies' room. Now, the government is in charge of the freeways and the rest stops, and I was standing there facing the toilet, and I realized, maybe some federale is going to come by and look under the stall and see that my feet are pointed toward the toilet. Right? So I turn around, and I sat down and did it like a lady, and I'll tell you, it was a revelation. I had 2 free hands and my phone. I replied to some emails, checked the scores and my stocks, sent out a couple tweets. I've never been so productive in my life. And that's how the North Carolina House Bill 2 changed my life forever, because now I make pee-pee lady style, and I get stuff done.
Subscribe to Dry Bar Comedy for even more of the world's largest collection of clean comedy.